Well, hey, everybody, we're here with the esteemed Janet Collins, who is an amazing pastor, who's somebody I really admire, look up to, who's done some amazing work here at Central, and so happens to also be a champion of groups.
Yay, groups!
She loves groups. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about groups, why they're important, how they fit into our vision of what we're trying to do here at Central. And so why don't you talk to me about groups? Why are they important?
Yes, absolutely. Groups are so important because we are not meant to do life alone, right?
True.
And I had a group member share with me once how love doesn't happen in isolation. Love happens in community, and we need each other.
Yeah.
And I think about how, in Acts chapter 2, it says that people met in temple courts and house to house. And I love Sunday mornings, the Sunday morning experience, and being together and worshiping and turning our eyes towards God.
Yeah.
And yet there's something different that happens in kind of part 2 of our journey in being in the home with each other. And we so need each other. And I had a group member share with me how, I love this, I'm going to read this to you. They said, my group is a comfortable, safe environment where I can share and be myself.
Wow.
And I thought, if everyone can find that place, that's
like what we all want.
It is.
Comfortable to be who we are.
Exactly. And then the impact that happens as a result, like this one group member, they said, we need each other to throw our ideas or our ideals off on. We need correction and encouragement.
Wow.
And you can't get that alone.
That's true.
Right? And also, this was very interesting to me. This person said, sharing in groups is one of the few places that have built my self-confidence.
Wow.
Like, that's incredible. That's impact. Like, groups are so important.
I believe you. That's amazing. So you talked to me a little bit about why they're important. Let's talk about how they fit into what we do as a church, our vision. We talk often about our vision is to connect people to God and to one another. So how does this kind of fit into that?
Well, it's really important that, we kind of engage in our spiritual journey and invite other people with us, right? Like to talk and to ask questions. And I think in a group, we get to lift each other up, right? Like, you think of the people you can go visit in your group that are struggling or they're sick, or lift them up in prayer, or just kind of be that sense of encouragement, bring a meal. And again, right, we need each other to do that. And so we get to connect with each other and invite other people on our spiritual journey. And again, I have this one group member. I just love quoting group members, right? Because they're so passionate about groups.
Yeah.
And she kind of brings the two together about connecting with others and connecting with God.
Yeah.
And she said, being a part of a group has encouraged my spiritual growth by sharing of interpretations of the Bible, like learning how does the Bible impact my life and engaging those questions with people in the group. But then she also said it helped me understand that we all experience pain and hurt and mistakes, but we don't need to carry the weight because we're forgiven by Christ. And to me, it's like, wow, that is what it's all about, connecting with each other and connecting with God.
Yeah. Well, especially in a world where we're so quick to cancel one another for little nuances that we're different. Instead, we've chosen to say we're going to walk with one another despite our differences.
Yeah.
We're going to sharpen one another and elevate one another. So I love that.
That's right.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the types of groups. This is something we haven't really talked a lot about from the platform, at least at Central or different venues. So I want to talk about what are the types of groups that we have at Central for someone who's looking to, get involved with a group.
Excellent. Well, we have 4 different kinds of groups. And so the first one is community group, which is really a larger group, kind of that 10 to 70 people, often meets in a public setting. So it's a real easy entry point. If you've never tried a group, this is a great place to
If
go.
you're nervous,
yes,
that's the place to go.
Exactly.
Got it.
The second kind would be a small group. So it tends to be more a smaller, intimate setting, often in a home, kind of that 6 to 15 people, and they kind of travel throughout the year together. And so that's another kind of group. The third one would be an interest group. So maybe you've never been a part of a group before, but you have an interest in like walking or fishing or bike riding, or maybe you're not athletic, it's like making flower planters.
Yeah,
or,
that's not me, that one.
Sure? So they get together, do an activity, and then have a little devotional and get to talk and share.
I think that's my jam, interest groups.
Yeah.
I don't like just talking, I like doing stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's great.
And then the fourth kind of group is a support group. So there might be an area of your life you really want to focus on growing and learning in. So maybe your spiritual gifts or freedom sessions, grief share, or dealing with anxiety. And so they kind of launch throughout the year, and you can kind of jump in with some different people and kind of focus on that area of your life and really grow in it.
Got it. Okay, so to summarize for me, if you're helping me, so we have community groups, which are the larger ones. We have small groups, we have interest groups, and then support groups.
Yes, that's right.
Got it. Amazing. So for the person who's watching today who maybe wants to take their next step, is unsure how to do that, what's the best way for them to take their next step in getting into a group?
Oh, so easy. So all you have to do is just go to centralcc.ca/groups. You can read about all the groups, check out all the different kinds, sign up right on the spot, or email and ask some more questions if you'd like.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Janet, for spending some time with us today, and hope you're encouraged, hope you're informed on how you can get connected. We want to challenge you not to live life alone. The best life is a life lived together, connected to God, but also one another. So thank you so much, Janet, for being with us today.
Thank you.